Hi there, Theresa here from theresamonroe.com, and I'm here with your messages from the angels and the ascended masters that make up the councils of light. So those guys are all in the company of heaven. Now this is a more slightly triggering topic. Keep in mind that people that are experiencing unity can experience different perceptions and understand that one perception may be different from the other. My own personal opinions versus your personal opinions. Sometimes I'm seeing some people that are experiencing division through different opinions that they're having. It's very important that you respect the opinions of other people. We do this in the higher realms all the time. But I will say, these are the perspectives of the angels and the masters. They see things through the realms of truth. So if you're triggered by the following statements, you really need to heal. I happen to be a messenger. I will not cater to unhealed triggers to truth. I don't do that. So my past life is as Pallas Athena. And so that's one of the ways that I ended up ascending in that particular lifetime as an ascended master, was through the green ray of divine truth. So people are now being found out for real now who did some things that didn't align with spiritual law. There will be more people that are found out, more people arrested, more people that God takes home, whatever's on their best path for them in their relationship with God. More people held accountable, that sort of thing. People's reactions to people being held accountable, what they think should happen, is also something that's being looked at. Is that in alignment with the will of God? The truth has also come out about Biden and Obama. It was technically considered Obama's third term. He ran a large part of Biden's administration, and that is something that's coming out. This isn't something I talk a whole lot about in terms of politics because it can be so divisive. If it is, don't let that determine anything other than the perspective coming from the councils. If you don't like the video, feel free to watch something different. However, some of Jill's, like Joe Biden's wife Jill, also was part of the administration. I'm a former government employee. I am a combat veteran, and I have served in the military as well. So I've seen certain things in terms of confirming, like I'm loving watching, like personally, now we get into opinion stuff when it comes to things like Sean Ryan's show. He's amazing because he's getting some of these intel people to speak, and not breaking any level of confidentiality and things like that. But he's starting to talk about some of these topics, and so the media outlets that are speaking the truth are sometimes alternative, although there's a large truth movement inside of the White House and those particular like intel communities, as well as you're watching now. And some people may not agree with that, but you've really got to look at, if you're angry, that's your issue, and you've got to look at why that is, because if you are able to run it through the frequency of truth, you'll see what's going on. There's a lot of people that knew Biden personally and that are coming forward about things that were once hidden, and the insiders are starting to really tell the truth on different platforms. And the higher councils of light are starting to pressure those who did wrong, that have been doing so for quite some time, until they come clean, and that sort of thing. So basically, people have been calling for discernment for a long time and for disclosure. That's what's coming up. Now things are happening in terms of the will of God, the divine justice, and that sort of thing. If you want to see more divine justice, know that the things that are coming up is because the vibrations won't hide. They won't allow things to hide. And there's scripture that talks in large part about this, in terms of not having a rock to hide behind. And there's some that's been trying to have that. So Anyway, a lot of clearing the old karma is over. There's no more rinse and repeat in terms of karma and incarnating and that sort of thing. So have you noticed that there's no more shadow work? Have you noticed that? But things may be feeling chaotic. It's because the old foundations are being removed and people are being exposed for what they've done, and nothing can hide. I can watch personally, or I have watched. I don't focus on it, but you can watch like at what level is now being exposed in the public. It was already exposed in the etheric. And so that sort of thing. It's a very interesting topic that's a little bit heavier than what I normally talk about. But again, if you have certain topics that are triggering to you, that is a sign that you've got to go and heal that. If somebody just mentioning something and not in a way that's meant to be injuring you, the viewpoints don't have to be 100% in alignment, but you do need to be able to discern truth for when you hear it, and that's going to be important. So it's one of the heavier videos that I've done, but anyway, for others of you, you're going to be like, oh yeah, it's nice to be seeing some of the truth of those stories coming out. Anyway, sending you lots of love. If this resonates for you, give it a thumbs up. Lots of love. Bye.